what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop Unstable Currents. That's the ultimate. I'm going to jump over to the other side, blow everything up. I probably need to use it more often, and for that to happen, I need more cooldown reduction. All right, welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to run some more Nightmare Dungeons. Currently, I'm running a Swirly Lightning Ball Sorceress, level 56 right now. I've just completed my first tier 17. Gear is pretty basic, so we're going to jump in. I have a tier 17. That might be okay. It was a little tough. Monsters are level 70. I'm only 56, but I think this will be okay. Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. I just got done working out. I'm drinking some coffee, and I'm going to rock out some more of this Lightning Ball, Swirly Ball Sorceress. Swirly Ball works out better for me. All right, so the plan is, you could see they're level 70 right now. We're plowing right through. I don't have a lot of, not a lot of gear. There's really not a lot going on here. The only thing I talented into, the only Paragon, I'm actually on my second Paragon board. This guy's going to be a little bit to kill because, well, I guess we could pop our ultimate. I want to really use what works really, really well is this Frost Nova, makes them vulnerable, and then they just go right down. The only trouble I have with this build is when the swirly balls hit either... Oh, wow, I got... Okay. That's a thing. The only trouble I have with this build, I got completely stuck, and by the time I try to move out, Rip City... The only trouble I have is when the balls actually hit either walls or actually monsters that put up walls. So they just kind of hit a wall and they just kind of disappear, which is really strange. But other than that, so don't fight in close quarters, I guess, would be my recommendation. Other than that, it works out really well in open spaces. Works out okay. I'm just going to pop my ultimate. Going to step out of that. This is 17. I just ran a... Oh, that's what killed me right there. The combination of the freezes and the things that blow up at the end. So this guy's got Shadow too. So he summons Shadows. They do stun, which is not ideal. But it's going to be okay. We're going to get through it. I'm actually surprised I died that early. What's going on with the balls here? It's like they're hitting something and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So the plan is we're going to continue running this stuff. Monsters are 14 levels above. A little... Yeah, we're pushing it a little high. Part of the issue with this, pushing it high, we got plenty of damage. Part of the issue is the Paragon board is not leveled up enough. This guy doesn't seem to be dying at all. I might have to drop... I just put in this, what's this thing called? Critical strikes are absorbed for 2 seconds, 2.4 seconds, and then they're released to all other enemies. I might have to drop that. I don't know if that's actually beneficial at this point. Let's step out of that. The walls do make it a little bit challenging, and with the damage resistance aura, I'm just going to pop the ultimate. Just going to go ham, and then with the ultimate, should be okay. Let's make him vulnerable with the freeze and actually reset. So the thing that I've actually talented into is the second Paragon board, Static Surge. Stunning close enemies restores 10 mana. You don't need this for later game, but for right now, I do need it. And part of the reason why I don't want to push too much higher, I could probably clear at 20, but part of the reason why I don't want to push too much higher is because my first glyph is like level 5, and my second glyph is like level 7, or the other way around. So I got a lot to go. There's a lot of... I got a long way to go. I don't want to push it too high too fast, because then what's going to happen is I just won't have enough damage. My glyphs will be unleveled. Let's go ahead and pop these. Freeze them all. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yep. I forgot about those things. I have a bad habit of not reading the enhancements on these dungeons. I'm just going to pop the ultimate, because by the time I find the next one, should be up. So I have a bad habit of not reading these dungeon enhancements, and then I run in, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on as I'm playing. I don't like to read. It is what it is. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This is the only 17 I had, and I've got like 3 18s and a 19. If I can clear a 19, I might as well go to 20. What's Tier 4 start at? World Tier 4 starts at 21. So might be able to clear it, but it's honestly, it's too early right now. I want to wait a little bit, gain another couple of levels, because if we're pushing level 20 or 21, plus the addition of the monster levels, 53 levels for monster levels, so you're talking 75. 56. 20 levels above is quite the... Might be a little too spicy. Not to mention, I don't have a lot of sacred gear. So right now, we're just going to keep running stuff. I'm just going to leave that alone. Leave this alone. Going to be looking for the next guy. Pop a potion because we are a little bit... we're doing okay. Life is really low. 1900. I mean, you know, glass cannon, sort of. Not really. This is probably one of the tankier builds for the sorceress because of Veer's Mastery, which I didn't mean to teleport. Veer's Mastery is right down here, and we... Oh, yikes. Okay, then. All right, let's move on to the next portion. Move on to the next portion. I think our dodge chance is also reduced. Hey, look at that. The mechanical box is right here. How nice for us. Let's freeze everybody, blow everybody up. Get out of those. Those definitely one-shot kill right there. Not ideal. Oh, well, lesson learned. Moving on. So, level 70 mobs. Let's go ahead and play around with this. What's this over here? Immunity? I was hoping for some damage, but we'll take immunity. Is good. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't have a lot of cooldowns available. And since we are in close quarters, might as well kill this guy, kill this guy. Pick the crackling energy up. It's kind of cool. You can see it stacking on the bottom here. The blue balls there. And yeah, so it works out good. I don't think I have to go this way. This is probably backwards. It is backwards. All right. But since we got the immunity, might as well. And then the body blocks are still a thing. One of the things that drives me nuts is the body blocks. When you try to move out of stuff and you're just body blocked and you can't move and you don't have cooldowns available, it drives me insane, but I would imagine it probably does that to everybody. So, this is the end of the dungeon. Level tier 17, right? Level 70 mobs. This is the end. I'm going to save my ultimate for when the big guys pop. There is a lot of, let's see, there's a lot of clerics here that heal. Let's go ahead and freeze everybody, make them vulnerable, step out of that, blow everybody up. Gonna try not to die. These can one-shot. Teleport works as well. They are also suppressor. One of the nice things about this build, I think I mentioned it in the last video, is the swirling. Because we are in melee range, the suppressors don't bother us like they do with ranged. So, ooh, nice little staff there, 713. Right now, these are my only two glyphs, level 6 and level 5. I mean, we're doing pretty good, but I have to keep leveling these glyphs. So that was pretty good. Got a nice staff going on there. A lot more damage. You deal 56% increased damage to vulnerable enemies while you have barrier. Barrier is nice. Ice armor does give us barrier, but it does have a long cooldown. Right now, I'm liking the one weapon and focus on the offhand for now. The other thing I also got is I got this necklace. In my opinion, it's got perfect stats on it. Mana cost reduction, movement speed, 2 to all mastery skills and armor, which is awesome. The aspect is kind of, it just dropped with that aspect. I left it. Mastery skills is ball lightning, which is really nice. And then I put this on here. Ball lightning orbits deals 15% more damage, which is the basic from the codex. So we're going to move on to the next one. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I got another 17. We can probably try an 18. This one actually is nice. You deal 10% more lightning damage. And then while in combat, flames erupt near the players periodically, yada, yada, yada. That should be pretty good. Let's jump into that one. Jumping into a tier 18, we're really close to tier 20. If we can clear 20, might as well go to World Stone T4 for the ancestral gear. Right now, I got a couple of sacred items, not a lot. One of the things that I'm actually thinking about is possibly taking this aspect right here and maybe imprinting it on the necklace for a little bit more damage reduction right there. That's kind of cool. So the damage reduction is really, really nice from that mastery. And then maybe at some point we'll go chain lightning. I don't have enough stuff to make it work right now. Oh, God, I hate this one. This one's actually terrible. I don't know why I picked this one. This one is terrible. I always die. Well, we're going to try not to die. If we die, we die. All right. One of the perks playing not hardcore, right? Playing regular, which is nice. So that will be okay. Do I want to? I don't really think I want to pop. Oh, flames. Let's pop the barrier. I don't think I want to pop the ultimate. We're just going to, let's see, damage. Who's got the aura? This guy right here. So this is the only downside to melee build, to this build, is you got to be close. And sometimes when you're chasing mobs around, chasing range mobs around, it doesn't feel too good. But we also take a lot less damage from close enemies. So it works out really well in large rooms where you're just getting... Ooh, yikes. Where you're just getting overrun. Okay, let's move on to this next one. I'm going to freeze everybody. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop unstable currents. That's the ultimate. I'm going to jump over to the other side, blow everything up. I probably need to use it more often. And for that to happen, I need more cooldown reduction. Now, once I get a little bit better gear, I'm honestly just kind of waiting. I don't have a lot of resources left. I don't really farm too much. I just run a ton of dungeons. And I used a lot of resources on the rogue. I did push the rogue to tier 90 dungeon. Tier 90 nightmare dungeon. That's what I'm trying to say. So I used a lot of resources experimenting with gear and leveling different things. So right now, I'm saving the gear. I'm saving the resources for when I hit World Stone T4, right? When we can start running tier 21s. I believe tier 21 Nightmare Dungeons is the very first dungeon you can run in T4. And then, of course, in T4, we're going to be able to... What the heck was that? In T4... Ooh, that's nice. As long as we don't die, that's tasty right there. We're just going to blow everything up. So, in T4, we can actually farm Ancestral Gear. That is what I'm waiting on, so I'm not really... I'm still picking stuff up for gold, but I'm not really wasting too many resources on leveling things. At least not at the moment. Got a new glyph there. That's kind of cool. I'm going to kill some of this stuff. I'm really enjoying this build, guys. Not very basic requirements. I would argue that Chain Lightning is probably better, but this is nice build to jump in. Hit 50 really fast and then jump in with this build. And since I face tank everything anyways, fits my personality really well. Now, I would, at some point, I would much rather, I think, be playing Barbarian, but I just could not find a groove with the Barbarian. I loved Diablo 3 Barbarian. Absolutely loved the Barb. Was my favorite character. Played him in most of the seasons. Once in a blue moon, I went with something different. DH was always a favorite of mine, but the Spin to Win Barb was absolutely amazing. Played a lot of different builds there. The Leap Quake as well. That was fun. In this game, can't find a groove to just walk around. Spend too much time walking around. Spend too much time being out of resources. Is not fun. I wanted to build a Barb and just spin to win nonstop like it was in D3. Really loved the combat in D3, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Maybe it'll improve, maybe it won't. Maybe PoE 2 will be better. It'll definitely give Diablo a run for its money, that's for sure. So, for right now, I'm loving the Mage, the Sorceress, and we're going to continue rocking this out. And then we're going to try a few different builds later on. Maybe it'll be in this season, maybe it won't. We'll have to see how fast Season 2 comes up. But as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, getting ready for the next season, whether you're getting ready for Season 2 or Season 8, or whenever you are watching this video, whatever season you are on, one of the things, the best things to do, especially at the end of a season, try a class that you've been wanting to try. All right, let's go ahead and blow everything up. Right now is the perfect time because when the new season launches, I'll have a groove. I'll know exactly what I'm doing, and we can speed run right to 50 like we did when Season 1 came out. I have a level 1 to 50 video that I made on the second day of the launch, right? I actually leveled to 50 in 2 days, but all in all, the playing time was under 12 hours, and that was way before... Let's get that map off the screen because I can't see. That was way before the experience buffs, so that was really cool. I plan on doing that again. I put 12 hours in over 2 days, and in all honesty, it was like 10 hours of it was in 1 day because I had to... The season came out when I had to go to work, so I got on for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and dodged that one. Very cool. So I got on for about an hour and a half the first day, and then went to work. And then the second day I went ham and made the video. So we're going to do that again. We're going to play the Sorceress. And I think we're going to stick with the Bossy Apprentice. I'm really liking the Bossy Apprentice title. It works out well. Kind of funny. So we're going to stay there. The Rogue was Unbroken Legend. And then I had... Okay, Ooh, this is a little spicy. Tier 18, pretty spicy, but the unstable currents help a lot. That's our ultimate. And then, of course, as we pick up crackling energy, we do more damage, or we should. I'm not sure if that is activated because the glyph is not level 15 yet, but we should do more damage when we pick up crackling energy on the ground. The only downside with these balls is they actually do explode when they hit walls. I don't want to go in there. That is an event. I know that'll give me extra experience, but right now I need to keep leveling the glyphs. Let's Frost Nova everything and just watch it explode. This is so much fun. This is like the thing that I can relate this to is when I ran the frozen bomb rogue. Everything would just explode. You freeze everything, and then the bombs drop when you evade and when you dash, and everything just exploded. And everything explodes because I have the fireball enchantment where things that die explode for 50% of its damage. And it's just oh so fun. The bosses take a little bit, but you know, level 71 monsters. We're level 56. Things are just blowing up. Let's see. So I just noticed we're at the boss. One of the things I noticed that works really well that I'm trying to save for is we pop unstable currents on the boss. Right now it's got a cooldown, so I'm killing time. And then right after we pop unstable currents, of course, we get a couple of swirly balls going, pop unstable currents, and right as we pop unstable currents, we do Frost Nova, which makes the boss vulnerable, and forgot about that. And that actually makes the boss vulnerable, and that actually helps to stagger him a lot. All right, so the cooldown is just about over. Let's jump in there. We're going to save the teleport for when he stuns. Right now, pop a couple of these. Pop the unstable. There we go. Another barrier. So this should help us to actually stun him really quickly. I'm going to save the teleport. He is going to grab me. There we go. We're going to jump out of that because if we get stunned, we're just going to die. So normally, I really don't want to chase these. Most of the time, I can stun him really fast, right? And sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. But getting him vulnerable with the Frost Novas, especially when the Frost Nova resets, that helps a lot. So right now, it's actually going a little bit slower than I was hoping, but that's okay. I'm going to actually heal up, dodge that, which was cool. Still got the teleport available. He does hurt, especially... There we go. So he's actually stunned. I've seen the boss die within 5 seconds if we get him vulnerable and then we get him staggered really fast. His life just completely drops. The only thing that I've made different now that's making a difference, and maybe it's hindering my progress, is this Wrathful Heart here. Critical strikes and all subsequent damage within 2.4 seconds are absorbed, and then they erupt with surrounding enemies. So I don't know if that's actually hurting me versus the boss, but I had an open slot here and I wanted to just try this out and experiment. And speaking of experimenting, I got Sacred Pants. What the heck is this? Enemies that die while frozen have a 15% chance to unleash Frost Nova. So that's kind of cool. Extra Frost Novas make them vulnerable, so that's really neat. I am wearing one that is from level 50 that dropped a while back. This one's from 56. I don't know if it's actually any better, but we're going to stick with what we got unless it has better rolls. All right, so that was 18. Not too bad as long as we keep our cooldowns available. Got a new sigil right there. And, of course, we can craft more if we need them. And right now I'm going to keep leveling these two glyphs. Increase this one. I want to level this one to 15 because of the ball lightning, the swirling lightning balls. For the extra mastery, but I'm also torn. I'm not sure at what point I'm going to have enough drops to go chain lightning. Right now, I don't have a lot of chain lightning stuff, so I'm just going to keep rocking this out, and this might take me all the way through tier 4, especially if we get a better imprint on the ball lightning. Maybe that deals maybe 20%, 25, and then what we'll do is we'll stick it on the necklace to get it like 30% extra damage, plus with the mastery, plus we'll level this glyph a little bit, and that will do a lot more for us because right now it's giving us 25% mastery skill damage, which is a lot. So once we level it to 15, get that mastery requirement, we need 5 more intelligence. I got the intelligence right here. We just need a bigger radius. So once we level this, that should help a ton. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to edit this, get it up. Thank you, everybody, for watching, for following the journey. Hit the like and the subscribe. Leave me a nice comment down below. I try to respond to every single comment. And if you want to see the Season 1 progress on the Rogue, check out the playlist in the top right.